Here are a few things you should know about the VR2 setup, and I've gathered some comments and impressions all over social media, YouTube, and pretty much anywhere I can go to these days, and I found the conclusion that I don't think the real information is presented in the right way. So I'm here just to answer a couple of your questions and even expand on some points that you made in the comment section and all over social media. So $599 isn't something that is cheap, so it's pretty expensive. But what do you actually get for something like that? Picture quality is the first thing that I would like to address. And no, VR2 isn't blurry. If the setup has been done correctly, you can go to the VR menu and adjust visibility. Here you can turn the physical dial on the VR2 and make sure that your eyes are in the right place. So in the end, you need to adjust your lenses first. It can take some time to adjust it properly, but the difference is significant in the end. The VR2 also features eye tracing, so just make sure that in the options section everything has been done correctly and the eye tracing is done properly. I think in the end this can make like a huge difference when it comes to picture quality, which is set up to be 4K. But is it really 4K? So 4K, yeah, it's 4K, but it's not quite there. You can still see some pixels. I mean, I'm not talking that this is like a huge difference, and trust me, like the VR experience is something that I haven't really felt or experienced ever before. It's close to 4K, but it's not actually there. And no, the VR2 does not replicate the exact resolution and the exact footage that you see on some YouTube videos. It's just not the same. And actually, why is that? A little portion of the footage is always blurry. I mean, it's because you are not focused in that way. So just because of the eye tracing is done the way it's done, you can only see a portion that is clear. And once you turn your head or your eyes in the specific direction, then it becomes clear. I think this is a pretty advanced technology and really replicates reality as it should be. But it's really not direct, it's not the same. So for the full experience, I think you should actually try the VR, which is not bad at all. But I think why you came here is, can it make you faster on the track? And I think I had a pretty clear answer to that question, and that is no. It's a pretty hard answer to get, and I would really like to expand onto this in some of my videos, but I just want to give you a better perception. So the VR2 gives you a better perception of speed and how big the actual objects are in real life. But that is good, right? Well, actually no. What if you could take every action in GT7 and slow it down to half of its speed? I imagine this would improve your decision making, allow you to run smoother lines more accurately, and even make you feel like an actual X-Men in real life. That's kind of the assumption. But just to be clear, if you ever looked at your karting or dashcam recordings, you know that they don't look quite as fast as they actually do in real life. So they are a little bit different, because when you're actually driving, you experience a lot of other things. It's just not the footage, it's like the real G-forces, like the movement of your head. It's a lot of different things, but just when you're looking at the footage, and even when it's optimized, it's absolutely not the same. So when comparing a VR setup to a monitor setup, you may notice a similar slowdown in movement, and the other effects for the same reason that I just mentioned above. So the difference just becomes greater when you're transitioning from, let's say, slower cars, road cars, to something that is really fast, like LMP1, GT3 cars, GT2 cars. And this is the real difference. And I don't think it's just gonna make you faster for the reasons that I mentioned above. It's just different. I know some guys will eventually be very, very quick with the VR setup, but I don't think it's ever gonna get quite there. Maybe at one point it gives you an immersive experience, but I don't think it's much faster than what you would normally experience while driving on a monitor setup. And the other problem that I would really like to go through here is the motion sickness. I know for the first time I tried the VR2, I had severe motion sickness. I couldn't play for more than 15 minutes, and if I played more, it felt like I'm literally gonna stop and you know the rest. This is not something that you want while playing racing games. I tried readjusting, I really tried hard to readjust, and I tried focusing for more than 20 minutes at a time, and it kind of didn't work out for me at that point. And I tried a couple of things that I've seen on YouTube, I've seen a lot of recommendations what I should try, and actually I tried a couple of them. I had a fan blowing into me the whole time I was playing, giving me the sense of speed and increasing the airflow around my head. I even think this was the one that really gave me the most effective experience out of all of the other things that I've tried. And I tried playing for more than 20 minutes, 25 minutes, half an hour was the top that I could get without getting that motion sickness. I know it's not a huge boost, but in like a couple of days that I've actually played with the VR, it's a significant improvement from literally doing 3 or 4 laps and then just deciding to take a break. But I mean, even taking those little breaks at about a 15, I would say doing 15-minute splits, 15, then I would stop and play for 10-15 minutes, and in the end I would end up doing like 2 to 3 splits of those, and I actually felt really tired while doing that. So I think the conclusion of this video is that VR2 is not gonna make you quicker. It's just not meant for that. It's meant for immersion and fun. So you will have the most immersive and like the most fun experience that I've ever had while playing Gran Turismo. It's something that I'm really looking forward to put on my head and play. Even though, okay, the motion sickness and all of the negative side effects that I had, it's still a fun experience. It's not gonna make me quicker around the track, but it's just gonna make me play video games and actually feel good about it. In a kind of a good way and a bad way at the same time. I've seen a lot of questions about the VR, and I just wanted to address this issue. I mean, it's not gonna make you quicker, it's just made for immersion and fun, and that's all there is to it. And it's not 4K, it's something in between. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you have more questions that you want me to answer. So until the next video, bye.